Hello, my name is Brian Mershon, and I'm about to do a book review on Our Iceberg is Melting, Changing and Succeeding Under Any Conditions by John Cotter and Holger Rathgerber. I thought the book was pretty neat. I thought it was a good way to show change and talk about change in a cute little fable. It was easy to read. I think I read it in maybe 2 days. I could have read it easily in one, and it was just a creative way to talk about a change situation. Um, like that I could relate all the characters to somebody in my life personally. I was probably like Fred. I knew an Alice, no-nos. As a manager, you really know the no-nos because they resist almost everything. The professor, my mom, I would say, because I lean on her knowledge and expertise. So again, I thought it was a cute way to show a bunch of different personalities and for all of us readers to be able to relate to somebody in it. What I found interesting, what the book didn't really talk about how to define a problem. I know that Fred saw there was a problem, but as a manager, we ask certain questions. Um, what is the problem? How can the problem be fixed? Do I need help? Those are some things that I've asked on many things when I come into a problem situation. Um, the book talks about, and I know you say don't go over the change model because we already did, but I found it important to mention because there were some things in the change model that I was unaware of until this book. So, like creating a sense of urgency. I didn't realize that you could do that or you needed to do that. I understood about pulling together a team and developing a vision and strategy. Communication is really crucial and key. I love empowering people to act, producing short-term wins, the fact that you don't give up, and then you're at a change. You've created that change culture that the book talks about. So some of these I'd like to go in a little deeper because I have my own thoughts on it, and that is part of the book. So the urgency and the act now model of the change model, or the step of the change model, I found humorous because it's like a manipulation tool that has been used on me in the past and I wasn't aware of it. I can see where it's very beneficial and I bought into it. Man, we got to change. Okay, something's going to happen. So maybe the upper management that have presented those urgencies to me in the past have read this book. Showing a problem to a leader sometimes is difficult. The leaders don't want to listen. They're too busy. So when Fred took Alice and showed him what was going on, he was really trying to get some help, and then they both realized, wow, this is a problem that we need a little more help than just you and I, or Fred and Alice could handle. So they formed a team. Forming a team of competent people is so important. If the person's not competent, don't have them on your team. I agree. I mean, what's the point? We can have different personalities, different knowledge, different levels, but they still have to be competent. Teamwork makes the dream work. I've always said this. So if you have a big task ahead of you, you grab a couple people and you push through. Be cautioned, and I know that the book talked about penguins running around throwing out ideas. Well, when you're developing the vision and strategy, you have to have a brainstorming session. This is what that is. The reason you have a brainstorming session in the first place is because you couldn't figure out an answer for yourself. So having this brainstorming session, having all these ideas thrown at you can sometimes make you dizzy, but all ideas are welcome. that is a bad idea. I think that all ideas are welcome and can be useful, and you never know where the answer is going to come from. Communication within a team, the book talked about communication and how the process is, and again, I thought that was very crucial and important. I enjoyed how the book mentioned that. You have to have group buy-in through a change, or there's a lot of roadblocks, potholes. Those are what without buy-in that you get. So involve the group, have them buy into it. It's going to be an easier. Of course, you've got the people in the team that want to keep secrets. Oh gosh, they can't handle the truth. Well, sometimes, or most of the time, I find that that's not true. Of course, there are a few situations that secrecy is a must, but 90% of the time, if you properly communicate things to people, they can handle it, and then they'll help you. That'll help with the buy-in. Empower your people to act. I think that's great. I love delegating. I think that's a neat tool to use. The win, the producer short-term win, was another thing that I'd never really considered before. And in the story, Fred had many wins. I mean, one, Alice went with him. That was a win. He got a team together. He showed him the bottle. It worked out. That was a win. He sent the penguins out on a mission. They came back alive. That was a win. So each win built momentum and steam for the project to continue. So I thought that was kind of neat. And I saw how the value in producing a short-term win. And I never really thought about that before. Never give up. I was a youth leader with my wife for years, and I've told this to my kids and the youth, that you push through. You can try something 1,000 times, and that 1,001st time, you may succeed. So if it's passionate and it's something you need to do, push through, never give up, and you'll get there, and you'll arrive at change. Yay! Change is good. So try to follow these steps. And again, the book talks about steps, and it doesn't lay it out till the end. You really don't know what's going on until the change model is presented at the end. I read the book again after I saw the change model, and then I could see each step as it was happening, which I thought was pretty neat. I do like how the material was presented. I thought it was concise, short, a cute way to approach a change situation, and fables are easy to read, and I think that people of all ages, or many ages, can benefit from this. Which brings me to, I think the book was helpful. I think the book was very helpful. It was useful in the way that it shows me a few things, and it taught me some things, like the urgency and the wins, short-term wins. I see how that's very beneficial in a change or during a change. So I think I can take that with me, and also realize if it's happening to me. So I do appreciate this book. I appreciate this class. I actually appreciate this format that we have to do in a PowerPoint presentation, because I've never done one like this before. So this is another tool now that I can have in my management toolkit that may help me be a better manager, and with presentations, future presentations, that I can see myself being involved in. So thank you very much. Again, my name is Brian Mershon. I hope you enjoyed the presentation as much as I enjoyed the book. Thank you.